Hello, my name is Bill and welcome to Mind Your Crypto. Today I have a Wink update and let's see if Wink will win the race and maintain the support level of 0.0013 cents around there, guys. So if you like the content, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell button and share. Thank you a lot for the support, and you can find me on Twitter and on Telegram to ask me anything you want. I will always be here for you guys, and let's proceed quickly to our technical analysis and the major support and resistance levels. I have some very good information in this video, so I want you to watch thoroughly if you can. If you cannot, I have the timestamps for it as well. So right now we need to maintain the 38.2% Fibonacci retracement support level. This line here, I have the price. Okay, I have the price here and you can see it clearly. So right now, let's see if we will maintain the support level or we break beyond. We will talk about that later, but right now we got our mini resistance level sitting at 0.0016, and I'm talking about minor mini resistance because we break easily through at 11th April and we reached the 0.0018 cents, but right now you can see we are having some lower highs. That's what we have when we are correcting lower highs and lower lows. We need to get same lows in order to see a point where we will have an uptrend for the Wink. But I will show you how you can take profits even in a bearish market. Right now, let's see the MACD. I always love MACD. I use risk metrics a lot because when you minimize the risk, you take profits even if they are lower on a percentage level. For example, you can take profits at 10% and 15% while you have minimized the risk. That's why you need to be patient because the risk metrics are the most important levels and metrics, for the cryptocurrency market due to its high volatility, of course. So right now you can see MACD, high distance between the lines, the signal line and the blue line, very high distance here, and we had, of course, high risk. We went up to a level, then crossed here, then both lines crossed, and now the blue line went consolidating all the way down from the 6th April to the 11th April for the 4-hour frame. Okay, so of course in the daily frame it is different, we will see about that later, but right now the two lines are upon each other. You can see here they are totally upon each other, so we don't have anything. We are having a sideways situation, as you can see, a bit of consolidation, but a sideways situation, having lower highs and lower lows. So that's our main resistance points, and of course my resistance point that I want to break in order to see Wink going upwards is the 0.0018 cents. Let's go now to the SSL channel. I don't know, guys, if you saw my previous video of Holo chain, but right now the SSL channel is very simple. I won't go deep into this and explaining all of it, but right now, as you can see, let me delete this, we don't need that. As you can see, when the green line is above the red line, this is a buying opportunity. When it is the opposite, it is a selling opportunity. We don't want to buy there in this zone where the red line is above the green line. Is that alone enough to indicate when to buy or when not to buy? No, guys, it is not enough because we need to see other factors like the EMAs and the RSI and the CCI. Right now, I have the RSI and the CCI. I will explain this as I explained in my previous video. When you have a bull market, you can see the RSI and the CCI maintain a very high level. Okay. When they are consolidating for a bit, they are going downwards, but they are still near the top or even hitting the 70 sometimes not. It depends on the consolidation. Right now for Wink, we didn't have much of a consolidation. You can see here in the pump times, we didn't have much of the consolidation here. Thus, that was the key level of why we didn't go below the 70. We maintained in this level. And on the bull market for the RSI, when it does these swings here, you want to buy on this level, rebuy here of course, and then it is going up. But of course you need to see and you need to know when we are approaching this top level. Okay, so right now when we have a bull trend, we are going and having the RSI maintaining these levels, of course, and when it is dropping down you want to buy more. But now in the opposite side, in the bearish market, you can see here the moments where the RSI was hitting a support level, you wanted to buy here for the very short term, because look at that, the green is having a turning point, crossing the red line here and going above. So for the very short term you want to buy if you want to do a daily trade, of course. That's why in a bearish market, when we are having consolidation or a correction, it is very difficult to take profits, because you have to do this on a daily trade. You have to be a daily trader, and that is very difficult, guys. But how can you take profits here is mainly seeing the EMAs, as well as when we are about to have a pump up in the situation. But you always have to take into consideration that you are making lower highs. So the profit target in a bearish market have to be in the first upward situation like 10%, next one like 7%, 8%, next one like 5%, and when we are getting into the squeeze point, we will see we are going upwards or downwards again. The squeeze point where we are having the same lows maybe, and of course lower highs and lower highs, smaller candles here. Then we are getting to this squeeze point where we will see when the price goes. But actually when we are in a bearish market, you can see here when the RSI is going down to 30, about 30, or at the support level it has reached for a certain coin, like for example we have this support level, you can see here back on 5 March as the bull run began. Okay, you can see we had this as our support level. When we were about to reach this level for the RSI, we went upwards for the very short term. That's not the line I wanted, guys, of course, and I'm going to delete this. That's the line I wanted. We are going upwards. Okay, so right now both of these times we were approaching the support level, and you can see here as we approached the support level we tend to have an upward situation. But of course in a bearish market the RSI stays between the lines or even going down to the bottom, depends on the support line. So right here, same with commodity channel index, you can see if it is below the 100, we usually have for the short term a price upward action on a bearish market. You can see here CCI, commodity channel index, is more sensitive to the price. That's why we are seeing when we are going below the minus 100 here, this line below the minus 100, you can see we are having soon an upward situation, going back up, then going back down, and now we are approaching this. We might have an upward situation, but we will analyze it later. Right now, let's go to the Bollinger Bands in the 4-hour frame, the MACD or MACD, whatever you want, you can call it. We don't care about it right now because we explained it before for the 4-hour frame. Right now, what we want to see is the Bollinger Bands. You can see here the Bollinger Bands. We are getting into the squeeze point where the top line is going close to the bottom line. And now the risk metric you want to see with the Bollinger Bands is when we are approaching higher highs. Okay, of course here we are going upward, we are going above the top line, so that's why we are having these minor consolidations here. When you want to buy here, you want to buy here, you want to buy here, we are extending the top line. You can see here, guys, that's why we are going inside, extending inside, extending inside, and now we reach the top where we are going back to the bottom lines. We went near the bottom line, we are going upwards for the very short time in a bearish market. For the Bollinger Bands here, you can see that exact thing as well. So right now we have for the SSL a situation where the red line is above the green line. We might have a turning point soon, but of course, in order to be sure, I will analyze this later for the wing against USDT. Right now, let's go to see the daily frame as well, because I want you to see here, it is something like a situation where you don't want to buy in the daily frame, because look at this cross here, and of course look at this cross here where the red line went above and the green line went beyond. It happens the same time, about the same time with the MACD. You can see here these signals are somewhat when we don't want to buy for now, but we will see the price action. Let's go to wing against Bitcoin. Same thing here, guys. We need to maintain this support level in the 4-hour frame of 0.60 or 70, I think it's 70 to 18. So right now, what we are watching is the 50-day MA. It's almost certain, or it is almost going above the 30-day and the 20-day MA for wing. So right now, if this happens in the 4-hour frame, of course, this is kind of a bad situation we don't want to be in. So right now, we want to maintain the support level. We might test further down support levels, but we will see about that. We need to be patient. Right now, we are forming lower highs, and we want to see if we will maintain this level so we can see a squeeze point and then going up again. So you can see here, guys, we don't need this red line. You can see here, guys, that we need to maintain this support level for wing against Bitcoin. But let's see now wing against Bitcoin in the daily frame. Same here, guys. The 20-day MA and 30-day MA and 50-day MA are having good positions. We needed to see the 20-day MAs reach the price, and of course, I'm always talking about this one here, guys, where we want to see the price. When we have this huge distance between the price and the 20-day MA, we're having a very high risk on the daily frame. But let's see now on the daily frame, why did we stop here? We can't see in the wing against Bitcoin, but we might have an idea in the wing against BNB, Binance Coin. So right here, guys, the 20-day MA has reached the prices, and we need to see them reach the price. We will see about the wing and of course the short term, because okay, guys, in the future term we might have a better conclusion for the wing. Let's go now to wing against Binance Coin. You can see here, guys, this was our resistance level. That's why we stopped back then. If you see the historical data, we had two times that we stopped here back on March 2020, 2029, December, and now the same here. That's why we stopped here, and right now we're approaching a bottom line where we might see wing against Binance Coin. We might see wing going even further below. We will check about that, but we're having much of a consolidation after the huge pump up of Binance Coin as well. So right now, let's go to our price analysis, guys. So what we are going to see eventually is soon we might hit this support level again, going back at this top trend line. We might do something like this eventually, and then going back, okay, hitting this resistance level as the CCI is and the RSI are moving downwards. If they manage to hit the support level, and if CCI goes beyond -100, we will see the wing going like this. The key level for wing and the most buying opportunity for me is if we go above this level here and hitting this resistance level, then we will see it is having new higher highs. It might have new higher highs. If we break from this point here, and let me put a price label, this is a very good buying opportunity, 0.0019 cents. If not, then you want to invest less money here on the green line, but the more money you want to invest is in this particular line. Because right now, in the very short term, in the daily trade, we might see a pump up. Okay, I'm not saying we won't see a pump up for the wing. We might see a pump up and then we might see even hitting this resistance point. Of course, soon we might see a pump up, and if you want to daily trade, of course you can buy, but it's up to you guys. I wouldn't suggest you do that. I wouldn't suggest you daily trade. But right now, in order to be sure and lower the risk metrics, the most important thing is to buy here or in this red zone here. Okay. Of course, you want to put more money, you want to invest more money in here, and you want to invest more money in here, because in a bearish trend, when we're having a consolidation, you need to break above a resistance level in order to see higher highs again. If you're about to daily trade, we might do this as I told you guys. We might extend even a little further from this line, but that will be for the daily trade. Of course, in order to be sure for the short term and the next days, we might want to break this resistance and this. If we go beyond this support level here, then we will buy more for wing into here. Okay. So guys, that's it. And the 50-day EMA, of course, we need to see it not go up, and 20-day EMA and 30-day EMA going beyond the 50-day EMA. We don't want to see that in order to maintain this support level and see better times for wing. For those who have bought at the top, guys, don't worry, don't sell, just buy more. Don't sell your position, of course, and better days are sure to come. Stay positive, guys. Don't worry if you've bought at the top. Wing is here to stay for the future. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic day wherever you are. And of course, I will be updating you guys. And I want you to stay safe. Bye.